So let's talk about squats, because I know that a lot of people are looking at the squats and thinking, okay, air squats, body weight squats, I'm putting weight on my bar, I'm holding dumbbells. It's body weight only. Trust me, it's challenging enough. We got 100 reps. And so let's talk about squats. Let's look at some basic fundamentals. You all do squats. It's a functional movement. You're getting up and down out of chairs. You're using the bathroom. Listen, you get up and down from a seated position multiple times a day. But let's talk about what's actually happening with the body when we're doing those squats. Let's start with foot position, because when I've worked with different people, different clients over the years, I see a lot of people starting in different positions. We want the hips to open up. So if you have poor mobility or limited ranges of motion, especially in the hips, maybe tight IT bands, or you're an active runner, whatnot, it's okay. We're going to work within those ranges, and over time, throughout the month, you're probably going to see naturally you start to open up. You start to become a little bit more flexible, a little more pliable. You start getting a little bit extra depth in the squats. Let's start with our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. If you do have limited ranges of motion, I'm going to ask you to pigeon toe your toes out slightly. Okay, just a bit. This is going to allow your hips to open up in the squat. From here, you're going to start the downward motion by firing the hips away from you. You'll see I just do a little scooch. As I do that, my center of gravity starts to drop down behind me. I want to maintain some tension in my core. I want to try to maintain a proud upright chest. I'm going to use my arms and throw them out in front of me as I do my squat to give me that counterbalance. Okay? So as we lower our weight down, we want to bring our depth down so our hip crease gets below the knee joint. And from here, when I want to come out of this position, I'm going to press my weight down through my heels, at the same time pressing my knees out. And as I'm pressing my knees out, I start to fire my glutes, fire my hamstrings, pull my body weight up, pulling the hips back through at the top to finish the rep. So it's going to look like down, up, down, up. You're going to repeat that 100 times. Break it up as much as you need to, no worries. Now, if you can't do a full depth squat, like I was just showing you, we can do some other things. We can take a chair, really focus on those good mechanics, good body positioning, good feet positioning, get yourself set up, go from here, same motion I was doing before, and just go to the point where your butt touches the seat. And don't put all your weight back, just enough so your butt cheeks just touch. From there, fire it back up. I'd like to see everybody use at least the chair that they're normally using, because again, that is functional. The day you can't get up and down into that chair by yourself, unassisted, that's when your quality of life is really going to take a change, take a turn for the worst. So let's try to reinforce good movement patterns. I'm like out of breath. Anyways, let's reinforce these good movement patterns so you can do it. If you don't have a chair accessible, don't worry. Just work within the range of motion that you can work. If you can only do a little quarter squat, do a little quarter squat. As you become more accustomed to that, open it up, get a bit more flexible, start to increase the depth. Simple enough. Any questions, shoot me a tweet, connect with me on Facebook, but use the groups. We have the 300 a day group, which is attached to the event page. Make sure you join that group. It's a great resource and a way to connect with other people doing the challenge.